Here, Pecky, Pecky. Blam. Okay, in this video, you might realize that I'm in a different testing world than in my other command tutorial videos, and that's because uh that world kinda like I teleported myself up too high up, so the game glitched and wouldn't let me back in. But good thing it's just a testing world. So today, to start off this video, you might be wondering where the testfor commands went from that were, I think they were removed at like 1.12 or so, I can't remember, but they've been replaced by the execute command, which also changed a lot at that update. So now if you wanna do like testfor block, you do execute F then block, because we're doing testfor block. You can also do blocks, which is like multiple blocks in an area, and then the coordinates of that block, then what type of block it's looking for, and then you get to choose what command happens if that block's there. So if I activate this, then you'll see that nothing happens, and that's because none of these conditions are met. But if I get a cake, put it on here, like you saw earlier, it's if there's a cake, then I'll say yum. Then yeah, it says yum. Okay, and then if we look in this command block, we might notice that it's not if anymore, it's unless. Now you can do unless, which means unless the block is cake, unless the block is cake, it'll say no cake. So that means that as long as the block above it isn't cake, then it'll say no cake. But since it is cake, it doesn't say anything. But if I break the cake, then there's sadly no cake. And it still works if you replace the cake with some other block. Okay, and here, this is the entity side, the before 1.12 or whatever, the just /testfor without block afterward. The /testfor command tested for if there was an entity. Now if you do execute F entity and then the entity you're looking for, then that's how you can test for the entity. And then you can put a command afterward. Run Seimu, so I'll do the command Seimu if there is a cow. So, cow. Oh yeah, I didn't activate it. You need to make sure the commands are activated. Oh, and there's a cake there. So if I spawn a cow here now, it'll say moo. And of course, get out here, cow. And of course, the unless also works with entities. So if I activate this, let the chicken escape. Oh, yeah. then you can see there's a highly dangerous animal that has escaped the little box that I had earlier, the glass box. But there's no glass box anymore. So, okay, so now on to the other execute commands. Execute has also changed a lot just by itself. Before, all it did was execute as entities, like this command does. So if you want to do that still, then you can do execute as an entity, then you gotta do run like and then execute command. Now you have to write run to tell it that you do this if for this stuff. So execute as a pig, run, it'll say hi. So if we look over to that pig from earlier and I press this button, that pig just said hi in the chat. Okay, and you can also do it for multiple entities, so all entities run say hi. And now there's a lot of chicken or rabbits that have spawned around here, but besides the rabbits, the 2 cows said hi, and the pig. I even made me say hi, and that chicken. Okay, next up, you can also do at. So this is so execute at where I'm at, so then lose my username. Run, teleport that pig from earlier 2 blocks above where I'm at. So if I flip the lever, then I have a nice little piggy hat. And the pig will be continuously teleported 2 blocks above where my feet are at. 2 blocks above my feet. Okay, and then next, let's see. Oh yeah, if you can execute facing an entity. So if I execute at me, so where I'm at, facing entity cows, so one of those cows from earlier, their feet, so I'll be looking at their feet. Then it'll teleport me to where I'm at, which might not make sense unless you look back and see I'm teleporting to where I'm at, but I'm gonna be facing a cow when I'm teleported. So if I press this button, you can see that I look straight at that cow. If I can even walk around and I start looking at him. Oh, yeah, this one is neat. You can also execute in different dimensions. So at where I'm at, in the nether, run set block gold. So if I activate this command and like, write, I'm gonna try writing hi. Okay, so yeah, what the command's doing is where I'm at in the nether, it'll set block a gold block. So if I hop into the nether, you can see that I wrote hi. Pretty sweet. So yeah, it executes where I'm at in the nether, and then I'll set that block. Um, and if you try this command at home, then you might realize that it doesn't work. Well, that's because your chunks aren't loaded. So what I did is I force loaded the chunks I'm at, but in the nether, see chunks in the nether, so that it'd be stuck doing that, so that they're always loaded. And that's about it. So if you put all that stuff together, you can get something like what I made for the intro of this video. How I did was I executed as an item, which in this case was a caret, nbt equals item id Minecraft caret, which basically means if I throw a caret, then where the caret's at, it'll teleport a peg over to me. Or I didn't really need that. Yes. Okay, and on to the next command I used. Then all you have to do is kill the caret. So that's why I lost the caret. Oh, also I just turned it day. It was getting dark in Minecraft, so that's why there's mobs that spawned everywhere. And also, okay, and then after it gets rid of the caret, I'll execute as me where I'm at, anchored to my eyes, so where I'm looking at, not like where my feet are looking at. Where my feet are looking at, I'll teleport the peg 3 blocks in front of me, which is what the carets mean. And then I'll execute as me again where I'm at, anchored eyes. So basically the same thing, except it'll only happen if the block underneath me is air, which is why I had jump to launch the peg. Then it'll teleport the peg extra far. So if I activate this, you'll see same thing that happened at the start of this video. Bam. And that's it. Thanks for watching.